Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my first thoughts on the new Benefit Cheek Parade bronzer, blush, and highlighter palette. I actually got this as an Easter gift. I've been dying to have this palette, so I'm really thankful that I got it. And I actually got it on Easter Sunday, and it's Tuesday, and I haven't been able to use it because I've been sick and stuff like that. So I'm finally glad that I have the opportunity to try it and actually try it on camera and share my first thoughts with everyone. So let's go ahead and really get into all the details of the palette. On the Ulta website, this palette retails for $58, and like I said at the beginning of the video, it has some of Benefit's best-selling blushes and bronzers. Now, like I said, it does cost $58, but you get a $144 value. So all of the products or all of the blushes and bronzers that come in this palette are full size, and generally the general price of all the blushes, bronzer, highlighters that you may buy separately, the individual ones, are $30. So basically you're paying for two blushes or bronzers or highlighters, whatever, but you're paying for technically two products, and instead you are getting 5 of them. So I find that a really good deal and a really good value, and they're all full size, so you're truly getting that value. The packaging is really nice. It just says Cheek Parade and has all of these ladies. It looks like they're marching, and they just have all of they're holding like all the products that come in the palette. And then on the back, it just shows and gives you a preview of what you're getting in the palette. You get the Rockateur highlighter, you get the California blush, which I'm so excited about. You get the original Hoola, and then you get the new Hoola Light, which is a little bit lighter than the original. And then you get the Dandelion blush, and you also get a little brush in there. So anyways, when you open it up, there's a little packet here. Okay, so basically it looks like the same on what is on the cover of the box, and then it on the back as well. And then if you unfold it, it basically tells you where to apply each of the products and how to apply them, and it actually looks like it uses the brush. So if you are kind of lost going into this palette, like where do I apply these products, how do I apply them, this will help you and get you started. The palette is really nice itself. It feels like a nice hard cardboard, or I wouldn't consider it plastic, but a nice hard cardboard. It's a very pretty blue color with some gold reflective detailing on it, and then in the center it has gold around it on that inside. And so on the back it just gives you the amount of products. The California comes with 0.17 ounces. The Dandelion blush comes with 0.25. The Rockateur cheek powder, it's a blush, yeah, it comes with 0.17 ounces. The Hoola comes with 0.28, and Hoola Light comes with 0.28. So once you open it, you will see the goodness and the beauty of this palette. So like I have shared, it does come with 5 products, and they are Benefit's best-selling blushes, bronzers, or highlighters. So this is the Dandelion blush. It looks like it has maybe a satin finish to it. There's the Hoola Light, which is matte and is just a little bit lighter than the original Hoola. And then there's the Hoola, the original one, which you can see is quite darker than the actual Hoola Light. Then you have California, which I'm so excited to try. And then you have Rockateur, which I believe is a highlighter. I'm not sure. I believe it is. I can go back and check, but it does look like a highlighter. And then you have the brush in the little pocket right here. The brush comes in a little plastic slip, so to make sure that it just stays sanitary while you have it in the palette. Let's get it out of here. I really want to test the quality of it. So it looks really nice. It's just like reminds me of a plant. Anyways, this looks like it'd be good for chiseling your cheekbones. Usually I don't use brushes that are in palettes, so when I apply the products I probably won't be using the brush, but this is good if you don't have a brush, you can always use this for it. But it feels very nice and soft, so it doesn't feel too irritating or prickly, if you know what I mean. What's really nice about the palette is that it does come with a mirror. It says Benefit and has little gold stars all around, so it's a very festive palette. So really nice packaging. I like that it comes with a mirror, and plus I feel like this would be a good palette for travel since you have like multiple products in here: highlighter, blush, bronzer. You got it, and all you need is one little palette. So pretty good for traveling, I would think. So we're going to go ahead and get into swatches. I'm going to begin with the Dandelion blush. This looks like it may have a satin finish, so we will see. Let's go ahead and swatch. Looks like a very nice pastel pink. Looks really nice. It feels very buttery to the touch, so I really like that. So it will be nice and soft on the cheeks. It should blend out very well since it does feel buttery, but look how pretty that is. So let's move on to Hoola Light, and like I said, this is actually a lighter version of the original Hoola. It does look quite dark, so I feel like Hoola Light would be good for light skin tones. That's just myself. So this felt very buttery to the touch as well. It looks like a nice neutral color for contouring. Okay. Let's do it like 2 times so we can see it looks really nice. It looks like a nice warm tone, but not too warm tone for a fair skin. So it looks really nice. It felt very buttery like the Dandelion blush did. So I really like that. It looks like a nice, not too warm tone bronzer. Now I'm going to go ahead and swatch the original Hoola, which looks quite darker than the original, or the Hoola Light, excuse me. So that's what it looks like down there. Looks a little bit warmer and a little bit deeper. So this is the original Hoola and this is the Hoola Light. The original Hoola actually looks like it has a bit more of a chocolatey tone. Looks a little bit more darker and a little bit cool tone, but the Hoola Light looks a little bit more warm tone. So the next thing that we will be swatching is the thing that I'm probably most excited about, and that is the California blush. Look how beautiful it is. It looks like it would give you a nice glow to the cheeks because you can see it has that gold overlay on the blush. I almost don't want to swatch it because it is such a pretty design, but we're going to swatch it. I'm doing it just for you. So I'm lightly just touching the blush. I don't want to get it too heavy. Okay, so when I swatch it, I see a very nice pink touch with actual gold in the swatch. So oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. I'm doing this very lightly, but I'm amazed at the actual pigment of the blush. It's just so pretty. I may do a close-up of this blush so you can actually see how shimmery and glowy it is. This will give you a very nice sheen to the cheeks. I really like this. The pigment's amazing. I'm loving this one. The next and final product we will be swatching is the Rockateur, and I do believe that this is a highlighter. It looks very beautiful. I'm loving it. So I think that this actually may be a blush because okay, a little warning there. So we're going to be swatching Rockateur. Anyways, what I was saying is that it looks like it actually has a satin tone blush in the middle. Like it looks like a little bit of a mauve in there, and then around it has some shimmer in there. So I think that this actually may be a blush. Oh wow. Okay, it looks, I don't know. I think that that's something I'd have to look at the cheeks or apply to the cheeks to actually see what it is, but it looks like it's a nice dusty rose bronze kind of color, but it looks really pretty. Like I like how that rose gold shimmer in that blush gave that blush like a very nice satin finish to it. Starting off by the wrist, we have California, and you can really see that it does have a nice sheen to it, and I really like it. By swatching, I do see that the gold overlay is still there on the blush. I did see reading reviews on the Ulta and Sephora websites that some people were concerned because the gold went away, but after swatching, it did not go away, but we'll have to see after we apply it. Here we have the Hoola Light, so you can see it is a little bit more warm toned, and it was really nice. It was very buttery to the touch. And here we have the original Hoola, which you can see right here in this swatch where I was a little bit heavier with product. It is a bit more of a chocolate tone. Then we have the Dandelion Blush, which is a very pretty light baby doll pink to the cheeks. I would say this has more of a matte finish. I didn't notice a huge satin finish to it, but I would consider this matte finish. And then we have Rockateur, which I believe is a blush. It's just very shimmery, so if you're going for the dewy look, I would possibly go for this one, but it's a nice antique bronze. I have no blush or bronzer on at the moment, so I'm ready to finish off my makeup. So for the contour, I am going to be going with the Hoola Light. I feel that it would be good for my light, fair skin. And then for the blush, I'm going to be using California, which I'm so excited about. So let's get into the application. Get into the application process. I'm going to be contouring, and like I shared, I'm going to be using the Hoola Light. And to apply that, I will be using the Sigma F40 Large Angled Contour. I'm just going to lightly tap into the product. I'm noticing that a lot of product kind of came up, so if you're using a brush, just try to go as lightly as possible. As you can see, it kind of made crumbs, if you know what I mean, like a lot of little things of product went up. So we're gonna go ahead and contour, starting off with a light amount. It's blending out pretty well. It's not looking too warm tone, it's looking pretty cool tone, which I really like. I'm going to take a little bit and apply that on the edges of the forehead, down the neck, and or down along the jawline and down the neck. I really like how the bronzer looks. I really am liking the color. I feel that it's perfect for fair skin. It's not too warm tone, it's not too cool tone. It's just a very perfect shade for light skin. So I really like it. It blends out really well, so you definitely don't need a lot of product. So it works really nice. I really like it. So for the blush, I will be using the California blush right here. I'm so excited. I'm going to use a pretty simple blush brush. I'm just going to use the Real Techniques tapered blush brush. So I'm going to actually just lightly tap it. The gold is still there, but from what I'm still seeing. Getting a little bit more. Ooh, it's really pretty. I really like it. It's definitely very natural. It looks like it gives you that flushed look. I really like the pigment. It's really nice. What I like about this blush is it's blending out very nicely, and when you apply it, it doesn't apply too harshly, and it's easy to blend out if you have any harsh lines in the blush. So that's a thing that I really like about it. It's showing up really pretty on camera as well. Now the gold is actually starting to fade. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's not there as much anymore. It just looks like it's pink, but I still really like the look on the cheeks. But the gold kind of went away, which is kind of disappointing. Wow, this blush is really pretty. It honestly gives you that really natural flushed look, and I really like that look. I don't like anything too harsh for blush. It's really pretty, really natural. The gold did pretty much go away, which is kind of disappointing. There's a little bit left, but still, I know that it's probably going to disappear after I use it a few times. Overall, I really like this palette. I think it is a great value. You get full-size products, and you're paying $60 for a $144 value. It's a really good deal. If you're a beginner makeup and you just want to build up your collection, then I would definitely get this, because you'll definitely be trying out lots of products, and you'll just be figuring out what you like, and it's just a good variety in a palette for a good price. So I would give this a thumbs up. I really like it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget that Jesus loves you. I love you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're awesome. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.